Okay, welcome back everyone. Here we go again. Let's welcome our next company, Dynasty Gold.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ivy Chong. I am the President and CEO of Dynasty Gold. Today, I'm bringing you Dynasty Gold unknown story. We have exceptionally high-grade drill results. You can read this at your leisure. Now, why invest in Dynasty Gold? Dynasty Gold has 100% owned advanced stage gold resource in Ontario in a mining turnkey location. It's a short path to production. Now, high grade, how high is the grade? We have 8.4 gram over 73 meters, 88 meters from surface. It's a shallow, high-grade, long intercept hole. There's a significant upside for exploration. Now, this year, we discovered 1.2 kilometer mineralization from the high-grade hole that expanded the high-grade mineralization, in other words, by 1.2 meters. Now, the management interest is aligned with the shareholders. I own more than 5% of the company. I bought every share on the market and in the private placement. I never got one free share from the company. And 45% of the shares are owned by the insiders management, and we have excellent relationship with the First Nations. When you plan to build a mine, you got to build that relationship first for permitting. This is the share structure of the company. We have 17 million shares outstanding, 79 total diluted. Like I just said, 45% are owned by insiders and mining legend Rod McEwen, and 55% are in the hands of retail guys. So it's a very tight share structure. And our trading range for the last 12 months is between 12 cents and 26 cents. We are listed on Toronto Stock Exchange, Frankfurt, and OTC. Now, the project is in Northwest Ontario, in the close to the town of Dryden. Dryden is a mining town with assay lab. That's how close this whole area is for mining. We have roads, power, the infrastructure is second to none. Now, our neighbors, the Rainy River Mine here, the Rainy River Mine, 4.8 million ounces. When Rainy River Mine started mining, it's 6.4 million ounces mine. Now, we have the former CEO of Rainy River, Bob Gallagher, on our board right now. And this another big size deposit is the Common Reef. Common Reef, this is a 5.4 million ounces, and they are mining. This one is average grade is 0.7 gram per ton. Now, Rainy River is mining 0.7 gram per ton open pit. So in other words, our open pit deposit, the grade is 3 times of these 2 huge mining deposits in the neighborhood. Now this Goliath deposit is Frank Justra's mine. They got 3 million ounces. Again, their grade is around about 1 gram. Again, our grade is at least twice as high as this Frank Justra's mine here. And this mine has got road access to the property. This is a logging road. It can operate 24 months a year, and with power, with a power line being constructed as we speak right now. And it's close to airport. property has 36 square kilometers in size. There's a 2 mineralized zone has been identified, and this zone holds the resource, the 430,000 ounces resource in this zone. 95% of the property has not been drilled, so there's a significant upside to explore the other parts of the property. Now I talk about we have exceptionally high grade that we drilled. Now, by the way, this property we acquired from Teck Resources in 2021. So we started drilling in 2022. We had 3 successful drill seasons in the last 3 years. And these are the grades we got from our first year of drilling: 8.4 gram over 73 meters, 88 meters from surface. And that's a kind of a rather shallow, high-grade, long intercept hole. This is a discovery hole, and in 2023 we drilled 10 holes. We actually hit 10 out of 10. You can see there's some high grade and there's some low grade. Low grade is 1 gram over 163 meters, 33 meters from surface. In 2024 we continued intercept shallow, high, low grade. This is a low grade long intercept, 1.6 gram over 74 meters, 45 meters from surface. And these intercepts, these holes are perfect for bulk tonnage open pit mine. Again, only very small area of the property has been drilled. This area is basically 300 meter by 150 meter altogether. So 95% of the property hasn't been explored or drilled. So there is a lot of potential to develop the rest of the property to increase tonnage, increase the deposit. Now, when you drill holes, you can drill high grade, low grade, but the key is that the grade has to connect. You form the continuity of grade. Our grade all connect nicely, all high grade to connect, hole by hole, go all the way. This is a 300 meter distance. And every hole, we actually haven't missed any holes. Every hole we drill, our hit rate is 100%. Every hole we drill, we intercept some decent grade. And we are stepping out this year. We drill 2 holes here. We have this is kind of a low grade, 10, 20 meters, first test hole over here. Stepping out from this deposit zone. These are the resource zone. These are the resources. It's a 439,000 ounces resource. Now, I just mentioned we acquired this project from Teck in 2021. Followed acquisition, we did 3 years drilling because we are able to intercept the longest intercept and the highest grade. So we put all these numbers together. We say, what does that mean? You can intercept and intercept. Can you form a resource? Forming a resource, you need continuity of grade and intercept. Now, lo and behold, we put all these numbers together through our internal resource model. We generated at 8 grams per ton, we have 232,000 ounces. Now, you know 8 grams per ton is very high grade, even for underground, let alone open pit. For open pit, we don't need 8 grams, so we use 2 grams. Even 2 grams, that's 3 times our neighbor's grade. For open pit, we have 439,000 ounces at 0.5 gram cutoff. When we prepare this resource model, we use $1,800 gold at 0.5 gram cutoff. Today, when gold is at 3,800, we can use much higher gold price to prepare the same model and lower the cutoff grade. If we do that, this number instantly becomes close to 700,000 ounces, just by changing these 2 criteria without doing any more drilling. When we first acquired the project from Teck, it already came with a NI 43-101 resource report at 187,000 ounces. So through our 3 years drilling, we have more than doubled the resource number and higher grade. So this resource continue to expand. I just mentioned this is only the small area has been drilled. The large area hasn't been drilled. And these holes are really shallow. All the holes, they're about 250 meters or shallower. So this has not been tested at depth. This is what is the A-grade deposit looks like in the ground. And this is some highlights or super high grade. These are really, really high grade. You don't see this kind of a high grade in Canada anymore. And we are very, very kind of lucky. We did our homework based on tags. Excellent database. We are able to put out these grades and numbers. These are the resource deposit. As you can see, this is a vertical depth of 180 meters. This is perfectly for open pit at this high grade. Now, this at depth has not been tested. As you go deeper, it seems the high grade, as you go deeper, the high grade is at the deeper end. So this now need to be tested. It's still open in all directions. So this year, we're going to drill some deeper holes, continue to test if the high grade continues going deep. Now I said 95% of the property has not been explored. Now this is the resource area, and all of this area, they display similar geological features as this deposit area. They're all gold is locked into the high IP chargeability. So these are a bigger chargeability area than here. You see, this is only a small area, and this chargeability is much bigger in size. So we are testing this area in this year's drilling. Last year, we actually had a discovery hole here. We discovered the 2024 holes. This is a shallow hole. Returned 8 grams over 22 meters, 6 meters from surface. That just shows you how shallow this deposit, this whole mineralization in this area is. So we are hoping to connect these two areas. If we were successful in connecting these two areas, we're looking at multiple million ounces. Open pit, high grade deposit here. And this is a number of other untested area. This is 8 grams per over 39 meters trenching area. This trenching was done by TAG in 2008. This area has not been tested by drilling, so we intend to test this area as well in October drilling. This is the milestone we have achieved since acquisition of the project from TAG. In 2021, we completed the historical 43-101 based on the historical data drilled by TAG and had a discovery hole. In 2023, we drew 10 holes. We hit 10 out of 10 high-grade long intercept and very shallow. In 2024, we completed 7,500-meter drilling and continue intercepting high-grade shallow holes and with long intercept. 2025, we started exploration in July. We continue to drill. Drilling has started in August. We just put out a press release. We completed roughly 1,500 meters drilling, and assay results are pending. Now we talk about the project. We have another. This is not before. It's a project in Nevada. In the Midas camp, this is a well-known busy area. The Carlin Trend, every trend is here. We got 100% owned project here. But this is not our core focus. The core focus is the Thundercloud project in Ontario at the moment. But who knows? Gold is at $3,800 right now, so we might reactivate this project here. Because the reason we haven't been focused on it, US dollar is very, very high. Canadian dollar is relatively low compared with US. And we kind of wanting to advance the project will give us the most promising upside, which is the Ontario project. Now, talking about people, you know, for any successful company, you need a project, you need the people. Now, we have, myself, I've been in the mining industry for the last 25 years. My job was to raise money and do I deals with majors. I did a deal with Tech. I got the project from Tech. And Anglo Gold Ashanti, I did a number of joint ventures with these companies and raised money from them too. Anglo put $8 million into the company. And Roman Sri Lanka is the mining veteran. Got 45 years experience. He was inducted to the Mining Hall of Fame. You know, Mining Hall of Fame is only a few people in the Mining Hall of Fame. Now, Rob Gallagher is the former CEO of Gold that he put under his leadership. Gold's Rainy River Mine went to production. So now he's on board. If we are ready to mine, we got people who can help us to put the mine into production. We have a geologist who all have a discovery under their belt. So we have it's a small. We only have a 15 million. This is only a $15 million market cap. Given we have a high-grade resource, the best drill holes, one of the best drill holes you could find in Canada, and we have a collection of talent pool here. This is all from me. Did you have any questions? Thank you very much.